meditacionesdiarias.com.
Hello and welcome back. I am Lorena Maya reading to you from Minnesota in the U.S. This is our adult devotional titled, I Am With You. Bible Promises for a Life of Full Assurance. Today's date is October 12th, 2023. The gates will not be shut. Thus says the Lord and his anointed to Cyrus, whose right hand I have held, to subdue nations before him and loose the armor of kings, to open before him the double doors, so that the gates will not be shut. Isaiah 45, verse 1. Let's climb into the time machine and go back to October 12th, 539 BC. Two meaningful events are happening that night. On the one hand, the Persian armies have laid siege on the city of Babylon. On the other, the Babylonians are enjoying a party that is being held at the royal palace. How could King Belshazzar be enjoying a festive celebration while the city was being besieged? Perhaps Herodotus, the historian, can help us understand why the Babylonians were feeling so confident. According to the Greek historian, the city of Babylon was protected by a deep, wide trench full of water, followed by a wall that was 78 feet wide and 288 feet high. It was, simply speaking, an impenetrable city. However, Herodotus says the Persian armies managed to divert the waters of the Euphrates, cross through the riverbed, and penetrate the city through its underwater iron and bronze doors, which were opened that night. That way, they entered Babylon without waging a battle. When half of the city had been conquered, the Babylonians still knew nothing of what had happened, because as they were engaged in a festival, they continued dancing and reveling. Almost 200 years before the events Herodotus described, God had made a prediction about Cyrus. Thus says the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have held, to subdue nations before him, and loose the armor of kings, to open before him the double doors, so that the gates will not be shut. I will go before you and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of bronze and cut the bars of iron. The gates of the safest city in the world were open because God had already told Cyrus that he would open the gates before him. Just as Cyrus did everything the Lord wanted, the Lord also did everything he had promised Cyrus. The Lord who opened the doors for Cyrus is the same one today, who can open doors on earth and in heaven for you. Doors that will not be shut. Thank you once again for joining us and listening to today's reflection. I wish you a very blessed day.
Thank you for joining us. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at m.youtube.com/c/Meditaciones Diarias and to follow us on our social media in Instagram at www.instagram.com/meditacionesdiarias7. May God bless you and your family.